call it swag, some call it cockiness, some call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas offense will have the first crack at it in this one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The run from the shotgun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He's got him this time. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Looking to throw again. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
And early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your 1st sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
This quarterback is having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT. To the air, it's Montgomery. Here comes the heat.
fires to the tight end. Using the pads, using the stiff arm, using all kind of strength to get it across the 25 to the 26. Back to pass on second down. He's open on the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But when you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays. He's too good. If you've got a window to throw and that guy's out running a route, give him an opportunity.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers.
Breaks into the open. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
He's going for it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls it in. It's Lawson. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Great job by the back on the option.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Duke is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the gun, the running back has it. Fighting off the defender. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to pass, it's Montgomery. Puts it out of the air. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Finds space on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Turning it on. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Takes it on the shovel. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has it now, first and goal. Using his feet. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
It's now second and goal.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Smashes it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's in open space downfield.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Takes the handoff. It's Terry. Running to Green. Jukes his way for more. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Terry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. What a cut, now he's loose. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. It'll be a run on third and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Longhorns will punt it away on fourth down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. He'll pull it down and run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. Hard running there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He'll do it himself. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
The Longhorns send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A low line drive and short kick. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here come the Irish back on offense. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Scanning the field, it's Montgomery. Got a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He wants it all. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. The lead now 6 here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The play-action fake. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll send the back in motion. The give on the inside. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Godet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wideout trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up by 17 over the Red Hawks of Miami. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Walters. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Makes the grab. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in South Bend going on. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas there in the shadows of touchdown Jesus.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here come the Irish back on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They boot it away. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Now this offense is back on the field. The inside handoff. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. To the air, it's Montgomery. This time it's complete. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Red pass, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Second down coming up. Quick release by the QB. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Motion from the wideout. Now the play fake. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes one man miss. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Here come the Irish back on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. Bust through behind his pad. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Longhorns, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming at him.
Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. In the red area, it's Terry. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Back open in the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I love it. Nice play call, nice design. Get the ball to your speedster and let him do the rest. Try to find a way to isolate guys and get matchups, and you did it with your running back, slash receiver there, and he did the rest.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. These guys just took a punch. Now we'll see if they can deliver one, Jesse.
Yeah, it's turning into a bit of a dogfight here in the second half all of a sudden. So let's see what this offense has. Let's see who can step up here and make a play.
And I'm not concerned about the other offense. Just do you. Do what you've done to be successful throughout this game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
The Irish send out the punt unit.
On to kick it away.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Gives it on the option. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Just led him a little too far across the sidelines. Makes the catch, but it's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Holds and fires complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Gets that thing away from the goal line. He's all the way out to the 7 with a pickup of 6. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Motion from the back. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Couldn't quite make the connection, now staring at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Irish! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Duke is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 14 to TCU.
Catch in the middle, it's Lawson.
We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Caught in the backfield, it's Lawson. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Looking for a crease to the left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air, it's Montgomery. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
Oh, better look out! Here come the Irish, back on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The give on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. They'll run play action. Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. Snagged in the middle. It's Godet. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
They'll go to the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. With that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas, 21.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Terry.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? The give as they work on that clock. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down after the rare drop from this dude. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now the lead is extended a little far.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got his man down the middle. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Got a man. It's Lawson. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease? He gets to the 39. Wants to throw again. Got his man on the right. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lawson.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Lawson. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Got it in the middle. It's Terry. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the 1st down. Pressure coming. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. What a costly mistake and big call. They could have been right back in this thing, and now they'll have to try it again. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Texas!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.